A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John, chapter 7, beginning at the 40th verse. When they heard these words, some in the crowd said, "This is really the prophet." Others said, "This is the Messiah." But some asked, "Surely the Messiah does not come from Galilee, does he? Has not the Scripture said that the Messiah is descended from David and comes from Bethlehem, the village where David lived?" So there was a division in the crowd because of him. Some of them wanted to arrest him, but no one laid hands on him. Then the temple police went back to the chief priests and Pharisees, who asked them, "Why did you not arrest him?" The police answered, "Never has anyone spoken like this." Then the Pharisees replied, "Surely you have not been deceived too, have you? Has any one of the authorities or of the Pharisees believed in him? But this crowd, which does not know the law, they are accursed." Nicodemus, who had gone to Jesus before, and who was one of them, asked, "Our law does not judge people without first giving them a hearing to find out what they are doing, does it?" They replied, "Surely you are not also from Galilee, are you? Search and you will see that no prophet is to arise from Galilee." Nicodemus features in this morning's Gospel reading. It is the second time Nicodemus appears in the Gospel of John. Earlier in the Gospel, he had come to Jesus by night. He was a member of the Pharisees, a group generally hostile to Jesus in John's Gospel. Yet there was something about Jesus that drew Nicodemus to Jesus, even if his first coming was under cover of darkness. In this morning's Gospel reading, we find Nicodemus challenging the prejudice of his fellow Pharisees towards Jesus. He expresses the view that his peers are not giving Jesus a fair hearing. Nicodemus will appear one more time in John's Gospel, at the foot of the cross, when he assists Joseph of Arimathea in giving Jesus a dignified burial. Nicodemus comes across as someone who gradually makes his way towards Jesus. His story reminds us that different people journey at different paces towards the Lord. The Lord respects the uniqueness of each person's faith journey. The Lord relates to each one of us differently because we each relate to Him differently. Our response to the Lord's call can be tentative at times, just as Nicodemus's initial response was tentative. Yet the Lord continues to call to us, and He is happy to wait until we are ready to take the next step in our relationship with Him.